Good day, folks. Welcome to another episode of Andrew's Life. I hope everyone's having a wonderful evening. I know I cannot complain. Or evening, day, whatever time it is you're going to be watching this. I mean, right now it happens to be the evening time when I'm doing this recording. So, anyhow, I welcome you guys to the city of. Let me get my cheat sheet here so I can pronounce the name of this city correctly. Give me 1 second here. So welcome to the city of Sylacauga, Alabama. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's one of those two. Which is located in Talladega County, and the population of this city is going to be 12,512 people, and this city has lost 2.3% of its population as of the 2020 census. Now this city is going to be located in the northern central part of Alabama. Well, it's going to be towards the northern central part of Alabama. It is an hour south. It is an hour from Birmingham and an hour and 17 minutes from Montgomery. So Montgomery is an hour and 17 minutes south of Sylacauga, and Birmingham is an hour northwest of the city. And as far as it goes for the crime, your violent crime is going to be 43% above national average, and your property crime is going to be a little over double the national average. So, the crime department is not the best. It's not the worst, but it's not the best. The racial demographics are 58.6% white, 35.4% black, and 4.1% Hispanic. And if you desire to live here, your median home price is going to be $137,000. I would say if you're looking to buy anything half decent, you can find something half decent for, I would say, $120,000. However, are houses, and plenty of them, that are real below $120,000. There's houses that are currently for sale starting out at $22,000. If you don't mind doing a little bit of TLC, or you don't mind living in the part of the city that may not be the most desirable. If you're looking to pay rent, your median rent prices are ranging from $660 to $1,450 a month. Now, off to some rather interesting pieces of information and history about this city. So we're going to start with, the city was known as Alabama's best kept secret. Well, as this video progresses, and we'll see about that. I think you guys will see what they mean by this city being Alabama's best kept secret. Says maybe it's, I don't know. Maybe once upon a time it may have been Alabama's best kept secret, and there's probably some people that would still think this city is Alabama's best kept secret. I don't know. Let's keep on going, and then we'll see what it is, or what you think it is. Now, this city also is known as Marble City. The Marble City, to be specific, due to its fine white marble bedrock. In fact, the marble industry was the first industry in the Sylacauga in the Sylacauga area. It was the largest industry. Yeah, it was the first industry in the area, which a little later on in the video, elaborate a little bit more about the marble industry here. Now, some of the largest industries in the city. The largest industry is going to be manufacturing, which employs 24.2% of the city's population. And then next to that, you'll have a mixture of education, healthcare, and social services, which employs 20.2% of the city's population. And then below that, you got retail that employs 12% of the city's population. And all the other industries that employ people that live in this city are less than 8%. And for me to read off the entire list would get a bit boring and probably redundant. So I just chose to read off the list of jobs that were closer to the top of the list that employs the most amount of people in the city. The city also made the 2010 list of 100 best communities for young people to reside in. And this was by American Promise Alliance. Now, I'm not sure how reliable that source of information is. I mean, sometimes with sources of information, some of these sources of information could be compromised by members of corporate America. I'm pretty sure most of you know what I mean by that. So as I'm going to always tell people when I make these kind of videos, if you're interested in living somewhere, it would be in your best interest and in the best interest of your family, if you have one, to just go on ahead and do your own due diligence and to hop in your vehicle, or if you live real far, purchase a two-way plane ticket and come out here and step foot on the local soil and check the area out for yourself. Ideally, hang out here for at least a week or two. That would be ideal. Or if you can't do that and you're moving out here for, maybe because of a job or for whatever reason, you decide you want to come out here or go to any other city because you want to start fresh in life, I would encourage you to come out here. Don't purchase no properties. Just pay your rent, live out of your vehicle, or whatever it is you do. Just do that for, I would say, a minimum of 3 months. And after 3 months, you'll at least, you're still not going to know everything there is to know, but you'll know enough to be able to better gauge whether or rather not you're going to want to live in whatever community that you're interested in. So let's go on with the rest of the video. Sylacauga is the site of the first documented case of an object from outer space hitting a person. That's some crazy stuff, I know. On the 30th of November of 1954, a piece weighing 9 pounds, known as the Hodge fragment from the Sylacauga meteorite crashed through the roof of on an Oak Grove house, bouncing off a radio and badly bruising and Hodge. Well, it's in Hodges. This incident caused her severe mental issues, and she lived from the 2nd of February of 1920 until the 10th of September of 1972. And after this freak accident or incident, whatever you want to call it, happened to this woman became famous, for lack of better terms, due to this situation. Now, as far as it goes for other information about this city, the name Sylacauga came from the Indian word Chalkaji. I can't pronounce anything right. Sorry. But it words Chalkaji, meaning the place of Sylacauga tribe. Let me spell it. The spelling is Chalaka. Tribe, which was one of the Indian tribes that lived here until they were forced out of the city in the summer of 1836 by the U.S. Armed Forces and escorted to the rest of the Mississippi River. Dr. Edwards Gant, a physician who accompanied General Andrew Jackson at the time. Well, he accompanied General Andrew Jackson, during 1914, I believe. He credited for the first recorded discovery of marble in 1820. And basically, what marble is a calcium carbonate deposit. That's basically what marble is in layman's elementary terms. In the 1830s, marble was being shipped throughout central Alabama. By the early 20th century, however, marble was being shipped around the entire state of Alabama. Now, marble was used. Let's see. Hold on a second. Give me 1 second here. I want to get my notes right. Sorry about that, people. So, marble was used in the local steel industry for fluoxetine steel until dolomite, which is a type of rock, replaced marble for this particular process. In the late 1920s and early 1930s, these were the times of the fastest growth in the Sylacauga marble industry. The marble industry stayed active in Alabama until 1967, when the marble plant was closed down. And at this point, much of the marble operations moved to Georgia. Now, marble was used to help make agricultural, pharmaceutical, and paint products. They basically extracted the calcium out of the marble to make these particular products. And there were also several buildings and statues throughout the country that are made from marble. They're made from the same marble that was founded in 1820 here in the state of Alabama. Now, as far as a few things to do and places to visit and all that good stuff, you can visit the Isabel Anderson Comer Museum and Art Center. And there are a fair amount of outdoor activities that this city has to offer. And obviously, if what is available in terms of entertainment in the city is not enough, I mean, obviously, you can always drive to Birmingham, which is only an hour away, for more entertainment. Not that there's a lot of entertainment in Montgomery, but you know, that's available to you. That's available too. Just an hour and 17 minutes away from here. So anyhow, each year, this city holds an annual Marble Festival. Now, I don't know when the festival is at. I didn't bother to look it up. I forgot. My apologies. But just know that they hold the festival every year here. Now, as far as other outdoor activities that you can do every day, or at least, you know, maybe six days a week, you got Noble Park, which has a skate park, a playground, a quarter of a mile walking trail, and a picnic area with cooking grills for those of you that want to bring your family to the park and cook a little something on the grill and have a picnic and enjoy the outdoors. Now, this time of the year, I don't know about you guys, but I know for me, every time I step outside my house, it seems like I get attacked by mosquitoes, and that's due to the humidity that's down here in Alabama. So I don't know, I guess for some of you that been here in Alabama, you're used to it, it doesn't bother you. Now, I know for me, in a perfect world, just like many people who might live up north, might have a winter snowbirding getaway spot somewhere in Florida or wherever they can go that's significantly warmer. For me, I would have a getaway spot somewhere way up north, like preferably North or South Dakota, because up there not only is it a lot cooler than it is here in Alabama, obviously, but also the humidity is relatively low, which makes the temperatures up in the Dakotas rather comfortable. So anyhow, let's keep going. You also got the sky. You also got the sky. Oh man, I can't read my own handwriting. Anyhow, you also got a 50-mile trail where bike I want to say it's a Sylard Trail, Sylawrd. I'm getting tired of people, so my apologies here. I just want to get this video out because I have a lot of other videos that I need to upload here, because I got another trip coming up, you know, which I want to take within the next few days, give or take. So I need to get these videos out first, and plus I gotta get up tomorrow morning because I gotta go. I got a dental appointment nice and early, so I want to try to get some stuff done here tonight. So yeah, you got the Sylard Trail, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's a 50-mile trail. You can walk or bike. And then you got the Sylacauga County Club and the Farm Length Golf Course. Those are two golf courses in the city. And for those of you that got a sweet tooth and you might want to, you know, cool off with some ice cream, you got the Bluebell Creamery, which of course is an ice cream company, and apparently they do got tours available. I mean, you might have to call and schedule in advance for a tour, or you might be able to walk in and they'll give you a tour. I don't know. You gotta call it and inquire that kind of information on your own. And of course, this city is also the home of many professional athletes and other celebrities and a few politicians. So people here, of course, are doing or have done big things, who may have grown up in this city. Now, other than the fact that I cannot pronounce the name of this city for crap, I mean, I looked it up, and you know, just based off my research, I pronounced the name of the city the way I pronounce it. I don't know if I'm still pronouncing it correctly or not. I try to not butcher these names, but I know I do. My apologies. I mean no disrespect whatsoever. Now, as far as living in this city, I mean, I would say for someone that's looking to live not too terribly far from Birmingham, I would say this would be a decent place to consider home. I mean, it's relatively affordable, and you're still within an hour of Birmingham. I mean, you know, for those of you that are familiar with Birmingham, you've been in Birmingham recently, or maybe you live in the greater Birmingham area. I mean, y'all know that downtown Birmingham, I mean, Birmingham reminds me a little bit of Detroit when it comes to how Birmingham is doing things. Like, just like when you go to Detroit, the downtown area, it's nice, it's beautiful. At night, it's real lit. You got plenty of entertainment. But then when you go throughout the actual city, it looks like crap. And, you know, and I do got some videos on this channel of Birmingham, Alabama, so feel free to go watch them. And when you do, you'll have an idea of what I'm talking about. I mean, the downtown, it's, you know, it's wonderful. It's a wonderful place to be. I mean, I will say the city of Birmingham has done a wonderful job at reviving their downtown, because the downtown area of Birmingham used to look like shit, but not no more. But of course, when you leave downtown Birmingham, unfortunately, you'll be entering in a whole different world of I don't know what you would call it. I guess you can call it a nightmare. I don't know. But anyways, for those that enjoy hanging out in downtown Birmingham, due to all the entertainment, due to all the different restaurants and to eat at, and just all kind of places to go and just relax, have some fun, walk around downtown during, you know, during the days that the weather is nice. For those of you that enjoy that but don't want to live in Birmingham, and maybe you don't have the funds to live out in the nearby suburbs, because some of them can get rather expensive. I mean, they're very nice, but you know, many of them unfortunately can get rather expensive. So if you're the kind of person that I'm describing, I mean, you know, you do got a fair amount of cities that are all within an hour of Birmingham, like this one, to where housing prices are relatively affordable and traffic doesn't appear to be crazy. And it seems like you can have a fairly decent laid back life out here. I mean, you know, like anywhere else, you know, you gotta know where to live, where not to live. You know, it's a good idea to try to talk to a couple of people in the area if you're able to. Like I said, if you come to this city or any other city that I do a video on, my suggestion would be to come out here, hang out for a week or two, or and if you choose to move out here, don't purchase right away. Pay rent for a while, like maybe pay rent for 3 months and then purchase. Now, in some of these cities that I do videos on here in Alabama, I mean, one good thing about Alabama, and it depends on how you look at it, is you do got several communities here in Alabama that are all within an hour of Montgomery or Birmingham or Mobile, to where the housing market in these communities are not super busy. The housing market is not super competitive. Now, granted, when you compare the housing prices now to what they used to be back in, let's say, 2020, obviously, just like in many other parts of the country, housing prices here have risen substantially. But I will say, when I compare the housing market in certain parts of Alabama, such as this particular city that we're driving through right now, to, I would say, most of Indiana, to Tennessee, to parts of Georgia, and even many parts of at least Western Kentucky, the housing market here in parts of Alabama are significantly slower. The market is not near as competitive, and the housing prices are substantially lower. So yeah, I would say if you're gonna move down here, come down here, rent for a little bit, visit for a little bit, and then after a few months, if you like it and you want to purchase, do what you do. And of course, I wish you the best of luck in that. And of course, another good thing about living in Alabama, in my humble opinion, of course, is going to be the climate. Is it Florida? Not close. But at least during the winter time, even in this part of Alabama, you're not going to have to worry about scraping chunks of ice off your window due to a winter blizzard. You're not going to have to worry about shoveling a foot of snow off your driveway in the morning time in order to get out of the driveway to go to your job. Or when you come home from your job, you don't have to worry about shoveling a path to where you can pull up your vehicle in the driveway. So that's one thing which I personally enjoy about Alabama, is the climate, and the fact that come winter time, I don't got to worry about shoveling any snow. And on top of that, vehicles down here tend to last a little longer, because unlike many places up north, where since it does get cold and they do get snow, and therefore they have to salt the roads, down here, obviously they don't get a whole lot of snow. So, and the little bit of snow that they get down here is minimal. I would say for the most part, at the worst, you're going to see, even in this part of Alabama, or some snow flurries. From what I hear from the locals, maybe once every, 10 or 15 years, you might get enough snow to where it might cause some trouble. But for the most part, you ain't got to really deal with a whole lot of snow. So you're not going to buy a newer vehicle today, and then let's say 15 years later the vehicle looks like Swiss cheese due to the salt eating at the enamel. Alright folks, that's all I got for the commentary. Hopefully you got something out of it. As always, feel free to interact in the comments section. Not only does it help with the YouTube algorithm, which will help me out, but it will also help other people who might desire to live in any of these communities that I discuss. And another thing that you guys can do, which is very easy, is very simple, is you can also give my videos a thumbs up to help with the YouTube algorithm. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing that, because I will be putting out much more content here. Alright folks, y'all have a blessed one, and I will see you guys on the next one.